Hello, hello, my beautiful familia, bella y hermosa. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is. Happy Tuesday, my soul family. I hope everyone is doing great this evening. A little late start, but better late than never. Here we are, another night, another round of It's Tarot Tuesday, and Spirit knows it. Welcome, everyone. Roll right in. Let the rest of the family know that we are on, that it's Tarot Tuesday, and Spirit is ready to speak. Happy new week to each and every one of you, wherever you are at, whatever city, country, or time zone you're in. Peace and blessings to my beautiful soul family on IG. Peace and blessings to all my beautiful soul family on YouTube land. Welcome if you're new. My house is your house. Mi casa es tu casa. As long as we treat each other with respect, then we are good to go. How is my beautiful soul family doing tonight? I bet you thought there wasn't going to be any Tarot Tuesday tonight. The devil is a liar. Here we are tonight, this evening. How are you doing? Do tell. How's my beautiful soul family feeling this evening? Show Goddess. Blessings to you. Peace and blessings to you, Selena. Do me a favor and share this live. Let everyone else on your page, your family and friends know that it's Tarot Tuesday and we're on tonight. How's everyone doing today? How are you feeling? How was your weekend? How has the past 7 days been for you? Do tell what's new on your side of the world. What plans do you have for this week? What is up for you during this spring season? Blessings to you, Miss Ashley. Great to hear from you. I'm happy to hear that, Miss Nicole. Happy to hear that you're feeling good. That is the idea. That is exactly how we should feel. We should feel good. Tempe, Arizona is in the house. Blessings to you, Chrissy. Uh, Selena Nod. Did we get told the Gemini story today? Yeah. You will get told the Gemini story, but nope, not tonight. Not tonight. How long have I been holding on to this Gemini story? Oh my goodness. Uh, Joanna Jets, Amori Paz, my people, I'm alive and well blessed and highly favored. You got that right. Affirm that. Affirm that for sure. Definitely, my beloved Sam is here too as well. Too long, says my friend Chris. Too long. Yep, that is true. Too long. But it is what it is. For over a year. Actually, it's been over a year. It's been over 2 years, actually. It's been over 2 years, actually. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Blessings to you too as well, Sam. Blessings to you as well. Oh my goodness. So, my. Happy solar return if you have celebrated a birth date for the past in the past week over the weekend. Happy early solar return if you're celebrating a birthday this week. Yes. Tia Chris says Geminis are disappointed in the withholding of a story, especially about us Geminis. Well, good things come to those who wait. So I guess you shall continue to wait a little longer, however long Spirit wants it to be. Okay, my, my. Um, I want to share something with you tonight, this evening, if I will. Um, but before I do so, before I share with you what is sitting in my heart, I want us to really individually, wherever you're at right now, whether you are at home, whether you are at work, whether you are, you know, driving, whatever it is, as long as you don't fall asleep if you're driving, wherever you're at, I just want you to gift yourself a conscious, deep breath. Conscious, deep breath. We breathe every day and we breathe all day long, but we're not always conscious of it. I want you to gift yourself a conscious, deep breath in this moment as other soul family roll right in. There's a low view count because number one, I didn't post that I was going live today. Many of you probably thought I wasn't. And obviously, now when I posted it, more than 80% don't even get to see my posts, unfortunately. So I depend on your cooperation and support in being able to share this live on your timeline, in your stories, um, so that others can see that we are live tonight, this evening, on this 16th day of April. Can you believe we are ready? We're practically halfway through April. Okay, it's the 16th day, so we are literally halfway through April. So May is around the corner, and once May is done, we're halfway through this 2025 year. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And as I say this out loud, let's just let's allow this vibration to segue into my theme of the night, our theme of the night, the download Spirit has shared with me for this evening. Once this month is over, we will be in May, and we're only 2 weeks away from it being over. And once we are in May and May is concluded, half of the year, half of this 2025 year has been gone. Can you believe that? Once May is over and it's right around the corner, half of this year has been done. So, my question to you is, what have you done? What have you done with yourself? What have you done with your life? How have you moved forward? How have you uplifted? How have you upleveled? How have you released? How have you contributed to your healing? How have you expanded your wing? How have you released control? How have you released your excuses? How have you allowed yourself to feel comfortable in your skin? How have you maximized your mind? How have you stepped outside of your comfort zone? How have you honored yourself? How have you set healthy boundaries? How have you done practice acceptance of self? Come on now, someone. This is very important. Allow this message to segue into our theme of the night. I want you to write in the chat, if you will. I want you to write in the chat, what if? What if? Write it in the chat if you're listening in this moment. What if? What if? Write it in the chat. What if? Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Selena. What if? Thank you, Alana. Shanam, thank you. What if, Sam? As others are joining us, I want to plug in next month, the month of May. It's considered to be the month of mental health awareness. Mental health awareness. During the mental health awareness month, I want to go in heavily in support of our mental well being, our mental health and wellness and growth. So, I say this to you: if you are consciously aware that you are experiencing issues in which you battle with anxiety, depression, if you find yourself feeling imbalanced, if you find yourself experiencing continuous anger, if you are someone that is still finding yourself battling with trauma, I want you to keep track of the things that I will share with you in the month of May. I will be hosting mental wellness healing classes, both in person and online. In person and online. So definitely keep up with what I share on my pages. I always like to remind you that we should not always depend on social media because, as many of you who have been following me for a long time know, it can be here today and gone tomorrow, especially if you've been a victim of been hacked. As my page, my previous page was hacked, and I had to start this new IG page. So join my newsletter, join my text line. Okay. Stay informed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. My peeps from IG, do yourself a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thankfully, spirit willing, God willing, ancestor willing, I have never had an issue with my YouTube channel, and it's up. So in case that you lose track of me on IG, then you can always access me through my YouTube channel. You can always receive a text message from me of the latest event or class or what have you. So definitely take a couple of seconds to just either subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet, join my newsletter, add yourself to my text line. All that is in the link in my bio if you are on IG. And all that information is also in the description box of my YouTube channel of this video. Okay. So that being said, what if? Write it in the chat. What if? Write it in the chat. Thank you, Camden. Thank you, Negrita Chola. Chola, camina, linda, camina, chola, camina, balo, camina, chola, tekenke, kiako, kiako. Anyway, I digress. I saw that. Handle name, and it reminded me of a song to the deity Mama Chola in the practice of Palo Mayombe. Anyway, write in the chat. What if? What if? Thank you, Shoe Goddess. What if? What if? Write it in the chat. What if? Woo! Are you ready for what I'm about to share with you tonight? Please bear with me. I know we started late, but you know Spirit always comes through. Hopefully. God willing, Spirit willing. What if? Write it in the chat. What if? If you already wrote it, write it again. What if? Write it in the chat. What if? What if? You know, I've had a day today. And I wish I can share with you a little deeper what kind of a day I had today, because it's related. It's related to the Gemini story that I can't share with you yet. Those of you that know my Gemini story, and there are literally very, 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 very few of you on here, at least, that know my Gemini story. Um, my beloved dear friend, Thea Chris, is on here on IG, and she knows my Gemini story. My other beloved soul sister friend, who happens to also be named Chris, who is a licensed therapist that's on here on IG, also knows my Gemini story. Um, so those of you that know my Gemini story know, but the rest of you don't, and I can't share it yet. I'm not ready to share it publicly yet. Um, I've had a day today. But spirit and the universe is definitely my witness. You know what, my dear Sylvia, you are right. It is the 15th. Why do I have here the 16th? Lord, I'm a day ahead, ain't I? I'm a day ahead, ain't I? It is Tuesday, right? I didn't make a mistake on that. I hope I didn't. Is it Tuesday? It might be Monday for all I know. Shit. No, it is Tuesday. Okay. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío. So, write it in the chat. What if? What if? What if? What if? Write it in the chat. What if? What if they don't like me? What if the truth is they do not like me? What if they don't care about me? What if they will never be on my side? What if they don't belong in my world? What if what I thought would be will never be? What if this job ain't for me anymore? What if those I love are against me? What if I'm being tested? What if I'm being judged? What if I'm being habitually criticized? What if people are antagonizing my life? What if the person I love won't support me? What if my mother don't accept me? What if my father abandoned me? What if you fill in the blank? What if? Come on now, somebody be ballsy and fill in the blank. What is your what if? I want to know. What is your what if? Based on the challenge you've had this week, based on the challenge you had over the weekend, based on the challenge you've had for the last month, fill in that blank. What if? Fill in that blank. Someone be ballsy and share it. What if? What is your what if? What if? What if? What if my boss will never give me that upgrade, that promotion he's always promised? What if? What if? What if I'm not on the right path? Yes, what if? What if everything I've done has been in vain? What if? What if all I've put my effort into won't grow? What if? What if this job don't work out the way I want it to? What if? What if the person I'm in love with is not in love with me? What if? What if the person I want back in my life will never come back? What if? What if? What if I am black and society says that there's something wrong with being black? What if I can't trust the people in my church? What if I can't trust the people in my religious house, in my ile, in my munanso? What if? What if I have to start all over again, Ashley? Yes, I like that. The enemy my brother is watching said, what if we were brought to this place for a reason? Yes. What if I have to start all the way over? Yes, Flow Glow. What if? What if? Blessings to you, Cassandra. Blessings to you. What if? What if they aren't meant to be in my life? Yes. What if? What if? Come on now, somebody. What if? What's your what if? What is your what if? Somebody share. Alana, what if they don't accept me as I am? Yes. What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? What if I can't trust my spiritual circle? What if? What if I can't handle what I think I want? What if? That's a big one. You got us. That's a big one. What if I don't start my business? What if? What if? What if there was peace worldwide? Oh, what if? What if my friends and I are no longer in alignment? Yes, yes, yes. What if my friend says, Justify, what if my friends and I are no longer in alignment? My response to that is, as long as you are in alignment with yourself. What if? What if? Regina 79BS says, what if I never get married? And my response to that is, are you married to yourself first? Yes. Can you be in a marriage with yourself? Can you be in a marriage happy, joyful, balanced, integral, highly vibrating marriage with yourself? Can you wake up happy to yourself? Can you wake up in love to yourself? Ooh, what if? What if it isn't as bad as I thought it would be? Come on now, somebody. Yes, 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 yeah, yes. What if? What if everything I think is bad is actually good? What if I'm the problem, even though I think everyone else is the problem? You're not ready for that, are you? What if? What if? What if? What if what I'm working for doesn't work out? What if? What if it does work out? What if you will get married? What if you will find yourself balanced? What if it doesn't get better? What if it does get better? Huh? What if? April says, what if I continue to doubt how much my guides got me? What if you were to trust your guides and knowing that they do have you? They do got your back. Rita, then take the lesson and love you more. Yes. Come on now. What's your what if? What's your what if? Come on now. Bring it on. What's your what if? I want to know. What's your what if? What if? What if? What if I'm not capable? What if I don't have what it takes? Come on. What's your what if? Bring it on. What is your what if? What if you are whole? I know you feel ugly, but what if you realize that you've always been beautiful? Then what? Shanam said, what if I decide to start over again? What if? What if you do it right now? What if you were to just throw away the key to everything you've known? What if? Justifus says, yes, thank you for that, Dr. Alfie. I've been releasing guilt and self blame for putting myself first to be and stay in alignment with myself and my source. Yes, yes, and yes, yes, yes. What if? What if? What if things are not as bad as you think? What if? How about this? What if it's just perfectly part of the original plan, the fact, and hurtful reality that your mother doesn't like you? Yes. Change the narrative. Yes. What if I can't accomplish my goal? What if you can? What if you can? What if you can? What I'm trying to get you to realize, what I am trying to get you to allow it to dawn on you, is that our energy will go in the direction we lead it. Okay? Yes. I said that earlier. Yes, yes, Iya. Santo, blessings to you. What if I can't trust my spiritual family? What if I can trust my spiritual guides? What if I can trust my inner spirit? What if I can trust my spirit guides and my spiritual self? Hmm, how about that? Our energy will go in the direction we lead it. Did you hear that or did you miss it? Our energy will go in the direction we lead it. So if my energy is continuously being directed into a belief that says people don't like me, you will continue to experience people that prove you right. You will continue to experience your reality, the one that you are embracing right now, is the negative aspect of your experience, the lower polarity of your experience, the unevolved shadow energy of your experience, the energy that says, I'm not capable, I'm not worthy, people don't want me, people want the worst for me, people are against me, everybody hates me, my family don't like me, my mama don't accept me. What if, what if it's the complete opposite of what you think? What if you are right about what you're thinking, what if it's perfectly fine and it's perfectly okay and you will be okay too? What if? Hija de la Diáspora says, how do you see what you believe in if sometimes it's so embedded in how you were raised? The fact that we can recognize that it was embedded in the way we were reared, in the way we were raised, in our upbringing, forces us to take ownership and responsibility over how we choose to respond to it. In this case, react. You're not responding, you're reacting. It is your power, it is your choice in how you determine what your response will be. You can't change people, but you can change yourself. You cannot change your upbringing, but you can change the legacy you're creating. You cannot change your history, but you can contribute by way of your power of choice towards your legacy, towards your future. And when is the future? The future is not tomorrow. The future is right now, is in this moment. The future is how you are in relationship with yourself. The future is how you choose to experience your world. If you study the teachings of, what's her name? Carolyn, oh shoot. What is her last name? Carolyn Miss or Mass? Oof, what is her name? Carolyn. This has Someone on here has to know who I'm talking about. If you study the teachings of Carolyn Mass, I want to say Carolyn Mass, Carolyn Miss. Anyway, she has this. She shares this story of Carolyn Miss. Yes, thank you, Miss. I wasn't too far off. Carolyn Miss, in which she teaches this story of the perception, right? On perception based on the building perception. Carolyn Miss, yes, the building perception. You could, and what she states is, you could be in the same address of the same building, but the higher you go up, changes the view. Do you follow me? The higher up you go in this building, in the same location, same address, the higher up you go in the building, your perception, your view changes. So, therefore, as long as you stay in the lower floors of this building, your perception will remain the same. And the goal is, the idea is for you to support yourself in being able to outgrow your current understanding and the vibration that you're in on this particular floor that you find yourself in. You're either in the basement, you're either in the lobby, you're either on the first floor, or you're either on the second floor. And as long as you remain on those floors, you are being an active participant in the ups and downs that you experience if you stand in the way of being able to promote yourself to the upper floors in this building. But what happens is, metaphorically speaking, that the higher up you go in this building, the greater the investments, right? You see, the mortgage or the rent in the basement, on the first floor, on the second floor, is not the same rent. It's not the same mortgage as if you were to be in the penthouse, as if you were to be on the upper levels of this building. So it takes what? We're not talking about the financial aspect of it. We're talking about the sacrifices that need to be made in order for you to find yourself at an upper floor. And when you get yourself to that upper floor, your perception, your worldview changes. As long as you're dancing with the same circumstances and worldview and issues and challenges and excuses that you deal with on the first floor, you will continue to have the same results. You will continue to experience the same feelings. You will continue to experience the same emotional response. Come on now. Come on now. The problem with some of us is that in the attempt of wanting to rise up, we want to take people with us. We want to take people with us. And you fail to understand that it's not meant for them to upgrade when you are ready to upgrade. It's not meant for them to experience the worldview and the perception of this upgrade at the upper levels if they have not done the work that perhaps you've done. But if you are emotionally attached from a negative standpoint, from a lower polarity, from an unevolved shadow energy, that you haven't grown, and you're talented and you're gifted, but you're still living in the first floor. God has blessed you with an amazing voice, an amazing talent, an amazing ability of angels, but you're still on the first floor. And as long as you continue to stay on the first floor, you could never, ever experienced the greatness of an evolved shadow energy. Justifier says, oh my God, this example hits. Many years ago, I worked in the mailroom on the basement level of a New York City high rise, and I made sure to eat lunch on the top floors so that I could elevate my vibration. Hello? 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 It is our responsibility. And guess what? The higher up we go up these floors, it means that our consciousness is also upgrading. Our understanding of our life, of our experiences, of the people in it changes as well. And therefore, we stop making excuses for people. We stop blaming others for the things that we need to be responsible over. We stop trying to see who is the person that's guilty for our pain, because that is lower level understanding of life. That is lower level understanding of universe. Do you understand what Spirit is laying down? And the higher up you go in this building, your own understanding of whom or what you think is God also changes. As long as you are at the first level, at the basement, hanging around in the lobby, okay, gossiping and dealing with bickering and BS on the second floor, you will continue to identify with God through human emotions. Ooh, you're not ready for this conversation. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. You will continue to humanize God. You will continue to blame God for the things that you don't have, for the things that you are missing, and the things that have been delayed. But when you understand that whomever it is that you and I call God is nothing more and nothing less than a representation of universal laws, oh baby, then you would know that that such God only responds to the energy that you put out. Hello. Hello. Hello, somebody. Universal laws. Something else I want you to write in the chat. It's just coming to me right now. It's coming to me right now. It's coming to me right now. First of all, are you picking up what Spirit is laying down tonight? Are you picking this up? Somebody do tell. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Exactly, Miss April. As above, so below. You get back what you put out. The Magician card. That's the Magician card. Hermes. So, I want you to write in the chat. They can't guarantee it. They can't guarantee it. Write it in the chat. They can't guarantee it. Write it in the chat. Santo, my love. Blessings to you. Write it in the chat. They can't guarantee it. They can't guarantee it. What does this even mean? What does this even mean? They can't guarantee it. What Spirit means by this is some of you are suffering as a result of rejection. Some of you are in suffering because someone won't see life through your goggles. Some of you are suffering because someone betrayed you, because someone cheated on you, because someone lied to you, because someone did wrong by you. Some of you are suffering because you were rejected. You were rejected by mom, or you were rejected by dad, or you were rejected by someone in your community, or you felt rejected by society. Some of you are in suffering because the person you want or desire falls in love with you simply doesn't. Some of you are in suffering because people won't agree with you. Some of you are in suffering because you feel that people that are important to you in your life are against you. Some of you are in suffering because whatever your reason is, fill in the blank. Guess what, baby? Newsflash, what I'm about to tell you, which is not obviously basement, nor lobby, nor first floor, nor second floor, nor third floor understanding of universal laws in life. It was never meant for any of those situations. It was never meant for any of those experiences to guarantee anything in your life, whether you like it or not. It was never meant for your mama to guarantee to you that she would always love you. It was never meant for your daddy to guarantee to you that he would come back for you, that he would stay in your life, that he would save you. So, what this really means is that you're living a life in pain, emotionally, energetically, mentally. You're living a life in pain because somewhere in the background, you want this person, you want this family member, you want this ex, you want this lover, you want this cousin, you want this grandma, you want this boss to guarantee that they love you, that they accept you, that they want you in their life, that they support you, that they see you, and so on and so on and so on and so on. It was never meant for them to guarantee anything because guess what? They do not have the capacity nor the power to guarantee anything in your life. It's their responsibility. No, it's not. That is lower level understanding of life. That is first level. That is first floor. That is lobby. That is second floor. BS. That is third floor conditioning. Do you hear me? They don't have to. They don't have to. Yes, they do. That's my mama, or that's my daddy, or that's my ex, or everything. After everything I did, after everything I sacrificed, after everything I sacrificed myself for, after everything I put out, after everything that I invested, they don't have to guarantee anything. They don't have to. Granted, it does not mean that you have to like it. But it does mean that you have a singular, full soul responsibility to do you. You have a responsibility to outgrow this lower level understanding of life. And you have to be able to expand. Hija de la Diáspora says, how do you reckon with this when they are still marginalized, undocumented, and elderly, even if they're toxic? Well, let me tell you something, beloved. Because we're talking about undocumented individuals, then, and you know, you're, and I know who you are, hijo de la diáspora. Let me tell you, our culture, our Latin, our Hispanic culture comes with its own share of conditioning. And as hard and as difficult as this might sound, and because our upbringing totally condemns what I'm about to share with you, guess what? It was also never meant for you to carry their burdens. It was never meant for you to carry their cross. Granted, we were raised to believe. That's part of the indoctrination. That's part of the conditioning. That's part of the shaping. That's part of the molding. We were raised to believe and accept wholeheartedly that it is our responsibility to carry the weight of those whom we love. Newsflash, no, it's not. No, it's not. And it takes a lot of inner healing work. It takes a lot of consistency on our part. It takes a lot of upper level understanding in knowing that we are only responsible for ourselves. We are only responsible for our journey, our path, our experiences. But it was never meant for us to carry anyone else's cross, even if they are family. That is a choice, and it's heavy, and it's painful, and it's difficult. And our conditioned mind, the first thing that our conditioned mind will say is, how do you figure? Well, what do you mean? I can't do that. No. Yes, you can. You choose not to. It's a choice. It's a choice. Oof, this is difficult because let me tell you something. We are no different than the animal kingdom. We are no different than the animal kingdom. We're no different the idea of the survival of the fittest. Even the lion, the so-called king of the jungle. The king of the jungle is really the elephant, but anyway. Even the so-called lion comes a point where another lion, much younger, much stronger, much more able, takes over. And sometimes that younger lion, much more stronger, much more able, takes out whom once upon a time was the king and the strong one. We're no different than the animal kingdom. And it is perfectly fine and acceptable. We look at it as barbaric, but it is the laws of nature. Some go in and others go out. But it is never meant to be an easy process. It was never meant to be something that we just accept, hunky-dory. Oh my God, this is just so perfect, so fine. Yes, I accept this wholeheartedly, and now I'm perfectly fine. No, because the older we become, if we have not done the deep healing work, it's 10 times as more difficult to release and outgrow the conditioning, the cultural conditioning, the conditioning within our family, let alone the societal conditioning. All that comes into play. So I can't sit here and tell you I have the perfect answer to your question. I am saying that based on universal laws, that which you think is your responsibility is not. That is their cross to bear. That is their responsibility. But what am I supposed to do? Turn my back on them? What am I supposed to do? Just ignore their suffering? You don't have to ignore it, but you don't have to carry it either. And sometimes we need to understand, where is it that you need to draw the line in the sand? Where is it that you understand where there are some things that are not meant for you to carry, because you can't play God in their life. You can't play God in their life, especially if it's at the expense of your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual sanity. That is for you to protect. It's no one else's responsibility to protect. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care how intertwined you are with them, how linked you are with them, how connected you are with them. It is not your responsibility. I'm glad you're listening. Now, granted, I know that none of this is easy. And your inner self, your incarnate spirit, or better yet, your shadow energy, logically so, will reject this. It is expected for your shadow energy to reject it. But it is your responsibility to release yourself, free yourself from that conditioning. Again, I revert back to the example, this great teaching I learned, where you could be in the same place, all of us in here, all of us in this cyber room can be in the same building, all living on different floors. Your perception of life and your experience of life as you live on the first floor is completely different than my experience of life and my worldview of life if I live on the 10th, 24th floor, penthouse floor. Completely different. And the idea is to sacrifice ourselves, because it takes sacrifice. And the sacrifice is being able to release the energetic, vibrational burdens that hold our spirit down, that weighs down on our spirit and doesn't allow us to evolve. Easier said than done, needless to say. Then yet, not impossible. How was that for an intro? How was that for a download this evening? Heavy, huh? Let's see what is our oracle card for the night. That being said, there's homework for you to do. There is homework for you to do. As I shuffle here for an oracle card of this evening, I remind you, especially those of you that have just joined us, next month, the month of May, it is the month dedicated to mental wellness. Mental wellness. And I will be hosting different classes, both in person and online, in honor of mental wellness. So stay tuned. Sign up for my newsletter. Join my text line. Stay connected. Stay informed so that you don't miss out on these classes dedicated to mental wellness and healing. So if you find yourself experiencing depression, anxiety, anger, holding on to trauma, unable to understand how to wrap your head around it, unable to find yourself in your journey, in your healing journey, stay tuned for these upcoming classes. Okay. What is our opening oracle card of this evening? I don't believe we've seen this one during Tarot Tuesday before. The koi fish. The koi fish. Let's see what the author says about the koi fish. Koi fish. Interesting. It's actually short and sweet. The koi fish. In Japanese myth, the koi fish swims up. I already see where this is going. Ooh, spirit never fails, does it? I don't even know the rest of this, but let me tell you. Let's see. In Japanese myth, the koi fish swims upstream along the Yellow River. Once it conquers its many challenges and reaches the river's head, holy fuck, ay Dios mío, it transforms into a majestic dragon. The Japanese view the koi fish as a symbol of aspiration and good fortune, which is manifest through determination and hard work. You have the power to transform your life. Listen, I'm glad I do this live. I'm glad you can visually see me shuffling because I couldn't make this shit up even if I wanted to. You have the power to transform your life. Meanings you are ready to transform. Good prosperity and wealth are on their way. Now, metaphorically speaking, let's not just look at koi fish and wealth in terms of financial growth, which many of us love and need, right? But look at it as wealth emotionally, wealth physically, wealth mentally, wealth spiritually. Do you all hear me? Tell me who's going I dare someone tell me this is not in alignment with our download this evening. I dare someone tell me this is not in alignment with tonight's download. This blew my mind. Isn't it incredible? Then yet not incredible. Incredible. The koi fish. We've never seen the koi fish come up during our Tarot Tuesday gatherings that I can recall. It is in alignment with our download tonight. Okay. Moving right along. Because let me tell you, the juice, the meat of our weekly gatherings, in my opinion, 9 times out of 10, is in the intro. Because if we cannot assimilate, if we cannot implement, if we cannot put into practice, if we cannot take time to ponder and decipher and work through the download, whatever comes up here, in whichever sign, means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. If we cannot put that into practice, if we cannot put into practice the fact that what if, because what if also invites us to stop worrying so much about all things external and start working with all things internal. Because as I work through all things internal, I balance the external. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Let's start off with the fire signs. That would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Are you in the house? Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising, Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising. I do remind you that this year we will be having a shadow work retreat, a 3-day shadow work retreat in the month of October. So if you are interested in being part of this year's shadow work retreat, which will be here in Southern California, I do not have yet a specific location of where it will be, but it will be here in Southern California. If you want to be informed first, to have a first-hand opportunity to sign up and reserve your spot in this year's shadow work retreat, I suggest that you DM me or email me your name, your phone number, your email, so that when I put it out there and announce it, I will send it to you first to give you an opportunity to sign up and reserve your spot before I announce it to the rest of the public. Because as always, every year, I only accept a number of participants. So once those seats are filled, whether sometimes it's between 10 and 13, that's all I take. I don't take more than that. Then that's it. You're out of luck. I emailed you last week about it. Okay. Thank you, April. I shall definitely look into that. So put your name on the list. I think, did I already see you on my list here? Are you on my list? On my list. Let me see. Shadow Work Retreat 2025. No. So I have to add you. So I gotta check the email. I gotta make sure that you wrote to the right email. Okay. So definitely send me your email. Send me an email or DM me with your name, your phone number, and your email address, and showing your interest in this year's Shadow Work Retreat in October, so that I can put you on the list. Okay. Fire signs. Are you in la casa tonight? Thank you so very much, hija de la diáspora. Many blessings to you. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We've got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. Wands, fire energy. Wands is fire. Gracias a ti, mi cariño. Gracias por siempre apoyar esta página for such a long time, because you've definitely been around for a long time. So I appreciate you deeply. Let me tell you something, my fire signs. Aries, Leos, and Sag. Three of Wands. Wherever you want to be, I'm going to keep it short and simple. Wherever you want to be where you are respected, where you are valued, where you are accepted as you are. As you are does not mean you're perfect. As you are does not mean you're better than anyone. But as you are in your natural form, hopefully, spirit willing, God willing, ancestor willing, in your natural healed form. But you got to be, and you got to find yourself in a place where you are respected, where you are accepted for who you are. Because the Three of Wands, you've been there and done that. And sometimes these fears come, your heart and your mind comes under attack. Fearing finding yourself in the similar old places, finding yourself in the similar old places of pain, of rejection, of deception, of abuse, of neglect. And Spirit does not want you to repeat the same story. See, the Three of Wands says there are certain things that have pained you, but they're behind you. And they only feel like they're not behind you because of how you are experiencing it emotionally. But they are behind you. Your mind and what you think about it and what you feel about it and how you process it is what keeps it present. But it's behind you. But you do have the power to overcome it and keep moving and find yourself in a better situation, in a better position. But you just have to let it go. You have to release it. Entirely release it. The Three of Wands propose that you move forward and do not look back. The Three of Wands is giving you an opportunity for you to regain what? For you to regain your self-respect. This does not mean that you are moralless. This does not mean that you're not respectful. This does not mean that you live a life, that it's full of just bad, horrible things, and you have no values. No, that's not what it means. It means that you've lost your self-respect to yourself. One way of losing your self-respect is when you disregard, dismiss, ignore, reject, and suppress your truth. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? If you really heard that, write it in the chat. I'm gonna test your asses. If you really heard that, write it in the chat. Ooh, that intro tonight was hot. Was a hot tamale. That intro tonight was a hot tamale. If you missed it, I suggest, I advise, I invite you to watch the replay. For those of you that will ask me, because I know someone's going to ask me, are you going to share this live? I always have. I've always shared it on my timeline in on IG, but I have to edit it. And what last week I didn't. So if you really want to watch this replay, go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel if you want to watch the replay, because from now on, I can promise you I will share it on my IG. Ever since I've had to come live IG through my laptop, because I still to this day, since September, do not have access to my IG by way of my phone. Then when this live ends, I cannot share it on my IG. I have to edit it and then upload it, and it can be more than an hour, yada yada yada, and it becomes tiring, especially when I share it all the time, and sometimes there's not even one comment on it. So I'm not going to go through all that trouble every single week, and stay up into the wee hours of the night just so you can have it the next day and there's not even one comment. You want to replay? Go watch it on YouTube. Okay? That's how I think I'm going to do it from now on. That being said, go watch this replay, especially the intro, because it was a hot tamale. Three of Wands for the fire signs. Regain your self-respect. And it is by you not ignoring yourself, by you not ignoring your needs, by you not ignoring your true essence. Because when you do that, you disrespect yourself. The Three of Wands is about regaining your respect, moving forward, looking ahead, not looking back, so that you can regain your self respect. And as I regain my self respect, what do I also gain? My confidence, my belief in me, my worth, my value. Did you hear me? Are you picking up what our spirit is laying down? Let's move forward. Water signs. In the water, all the waters in the house. Water signs, that would be Cancer, that would be Scorpio, that would be who else? Who am I missing? Water signs. Cancer, Scorpio. Oh shit. Listen, it's been a day. It's been a day. Okay? Bear with me. It's been a day. It's been a day. Pisces. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, ayúdame, Jehová. Los pescaditos del mar, los pescaditos del mar. A nadar, a nadar, a nadar. Yes. Windshield and music versus rear view mirror. You got that right. You got that right. It's not necessarily bad nor good. It just means that, you just perhaps need to invite more of your emotional self into the equation. Invite more of your emotional self into the equation. De nada, my soul sister. My soul sister Chris is in the house. Okay. Water signs. What up? What up with the water signs tonight? Thank you. Better late than never, but definitely watch the replay. Five of Cups, water signs. Five of Cups, water signs. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. You know, I have to revert back to what Spirit was sharing with us at the beginning of this live and the example that we used with this building, and how we can all of us be in the same building, in the same address, and depending on the floor we're on, our perception and understanding and worldview changes, which is a story that always is taught by Carol and Miss. What floor are you on? Water signs. What floor are you on mentally? What floor are you on emotionally? What floor are you on energetically? What floor are you on? Because as long as you continue to vibrate on the first floor, in the basement, in the lobby, fighting in the second floor, bickering on the third floor, you will never reach the penthouse. Regardless of how talented, how beautiful, how gifted you are, you will never find yourself in the penthouse because of how you vibrate. If you continue to vibrate with the same bickering, with the same stories, with the same loss, with the same pain, with the same blame, with the same anxiety, with the same depression, and not do anything about it and not work on it, no one can do it for you because it's no one's responsibility to do it for you. And you will continue to step all over your blessings because of your first floor level worldview and understanding of life. There comes a point where it's no one else's fault but yours. There comes a point where you have to accept the role you've played in your own demise, in your own dungeon, in your own emotional, mental, and spiritual prison. The blessings are there, they're across the bridge. But you have to be someone that says, I'm facing hell, I'm experiencing turmoil, but I'm not stopping until I get to my destination. I am not stopping until I get to my promise. I'm not stopping until I get to the place that I was meant and designed and ordained and anointed to be in. Against all odds, against all naysayers, against all enemies, known and unknown, far and close, young or old. Because how my ancestors have blessed me can never be greater. Or better yet, how people curse me and annoy me and use me and whatever else they put on me energetically and vibration can never be bigger than the blessings that the ancestors have bestowed upon me. If you cannot see your own divinity, no one else can. If you cannot see, experience, feel, breathe, energetically vibrate with your own divinity, the divinity within you, no one can do it for you. And the problem is that we live a life waiting for the justification. We're waiting for someone else's to green light our blessings. We're waiting for someone else to sign off on our talent. We're waiting for someone else to support us with what God gave us. Can you support you? Can you handle you? Can you like you? Can you accept you? Can you love you? Can you see you? Then don't expect anyone else to do it for you. You will only grow when you are truthfully tired of being tired. You will only grow when you marry your promise against all odds, against all challenges. Do you hear me? It is up to you to take off this cloak. It is up to you to practice a much needed mantra that says, I am blessed. My circumstances may not look or feel blessed, but I am blessed. I am the promise. I am the light. I am the growth. I am the healing. I am my prayer. I am my power. If you can't say that, then you're wasting your time. If you can say it, but don't not feel it, you're still wasting your time. recognize your own divinity. And slowly but surely, against all odds and challenges along the way, you will reach the penthouse of this building. And you will be able to see a different worldview. You will be able to experience a different understanding about yourself, your life, and everyone and anything in it. Do you hear me? That's why my goal in life, and I'm not there yet, oh, but baby black Jesus, let me tell you, my goal in life is to soar like an eagle. Soar like an eagle. Because eagle do not couple with chickens. Eagles do not mate with chickens. Eagles do not lay down with chickens. Eagles do not fly with chickens. Eagles have a different perception, a different worldview. Las gallinas siguen comiendo mierda. Las gallinas siguen. Chicken keeps lowering their crown. The chickens keep surrendering their crown. The chickens keep surrendering their divinity. The chickens keep eating the food mixed with the shit. But the eagle goes high, 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 high to be able to see what's at the bottom. So it could see that, no, that's not where I want to be. No, that's not where, no, I don't belong there. No, those are not my group. That's not my people. That's not what I'm after. That's not, no, 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 that's not my prey. No, 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 no. Do you hear me? You have to soar like an eagle. That's why I always say, we can all be together in the same place, but we don't always have to do the same thing. No, 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 no. Hay que entender eso. Todos podemos estar en el mismo lugar, pero no quiere decir que todos hacemos la misma cosa. And I stick to this understanding of life. Mi entendimiento de la vida creció al entender de que mi propósito de vida es ser como el águila. El águila no se mezcla con las gallinas. El águila no anda donde las gallinas están. Pues las gallinas literalmente comen mierda. Van buscando la comida. Pecking, pecking, pecking. Pero se comen la misma mierda. They eat their own shit. Chickens eat their own shit. Eagles, though, they fly high. And when they mate, the female eagle will fly super, 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 super high. Testing the male. If the male can reach her level and can stay at her level, she'll mate with the one that can hang. She will mate with the one that has been able to prove itself that they can do it. Don't ever allow yourself to be enticed, tricked, coerced by the chickens. Don't ever allow yourself to be intimidated by the chickens. Nunca se dejen intimidar por las gallinas. Because the chickens are down below and they will never be able to reach eagle level, guess what? The chickens also get to see what's in everyone's backyard. The chickens get to see what's hiding in holes. So the chickens will use against you what it thinks and believes it knows about you so that you can lower your energy and your vibration and your crown to bicker, to defend. You don't have to defend what's already yours. You don't have to prove what's already been proven. Yeah, that is totally true, Chris. Yes, 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 yes. 100% true. Be cautious of them chickens. They are all over the place and they will trick you. And if you allow yourself to fall in their trap, you will contribute to your own demise. Did you hear me? Let's move forward. Where are my, let's see, where are we going now? We did the water signs, and now we're going to go to the air signs. Air signs, that would be Gemini, that would be Libra, and that would be Aquarius. And you got that right, they'll betray you. But you know what? They can only betray you when you have betrayed yourself first. Ooh, keep that in mind, honey. They can only betray you when you have betrayed yourself first. Porque lo que está para ti, nadie te lo puede quitar. What's for you, no one, absolutely no one can take it away from you unless you've surrendered it, unless you've been side blinded, unless you stop believing in yourself. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? I hope so. Okay, let's move forward. Where are the air signs? Where are the air signs? Air signs in the house: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Sun, rising, and moon. Are you in the house tonight? Remember what the theme of one of the themes of the night is. What if? What if they talk about you? What if they criticize you? What if they judge you? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Gemini. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Libra. Queen of Swords, Aquarius. Queen of Swords. Keep your head above the clouds. Keep your heads above the clouds. Specifically during this time period, do not make the mistake of making important decisions based on your emotions. Do not make the mistake of making decisions based on your emotions. Do not make the mistake of making important decisions based on your emotions, because they will trick you. They will trick you. They will trick you into thinking that you don't have what it takes. They will trick you into thinking it's not going to work. They will trick you into thinking you will fail again. They will trick you into thinking you will have no support. They will trick you into thinking no one is going to see you and accept you. They will trick you into thinking that it's all going to be a failed cause. Do not surrender to your emotions. The Queen of Swords is highly skilled. She sees right through things. She uses her intellect. She's keeping her emotions out of the equation. She's facing truth. She's also downloading truth, divine energy, guidance, and support of the ancestors, because she's only following universal laws. She's only going with the truth of her ancestors. That's why that sword is erect, because it's ready to cut through anything and through anyone that stands in the way. She's ready to face things with facts. Okay? But this is the thing. The thing is to be cautious what comes out of your mouth, because you do not want to be someone that intentionally and carelessly uses her tongue or his tongue to hurt from a place of retaliation, from a place of resentment, from a place of trying to prove your power and get back at someone. You don't have time for that BS. You do not have time for that lower level, lobby level, first floor level vibration. Step away from that understanding. That's maybe how you grew up. That's maybe how your mama was. It does not mean this is how you are supposed to be. You heard me right. Just because you're used to being a certain kind of way does not mean that you should continue being that way, especially when you look at your history and you've seen that hasn't taken you nowhere. Do you hear me? Because yes, you will always win the battle, but how many wars have you won? How many wars have you won? So during this time period, for the remainder of this month, decisions that you are to make, keep your emotions out. Keep your emotions out. We did fire, we did water, we did air, and now we go to the earth signs. You got that right. They'll beat you with their experience. You got that right. You got that right. Last but not least, let's do the earth signs. Where are the earth signs? That would be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Are you in the house tonight? Earth signs. My soul family, if any of these messages are resonating with your spirit, if they're guiding you, supporting you, enlightening you, affirming you, feel free to show your love and your support for Spirit's work via the donation tab. The link is in the bio. It's also running down the bottom of your screen. It's also will be in the information box of this video on YouTube. Okay. Where are the earth signs? My fellow earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Cap. Sun, rising, and moon. Are you in the house tonight? Let's see what up. Thank you, Sam. Caramelo, caramelo, caramelo al kilo, oye. Caramelo al kilo, caramelo, caramelo, caramelo al kilo, oye. Caramelo al kilo. The sun comes up for my beloved fellow earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It's a good card. It's a good card. It's a beautiful card. It's a card that represents awakening. It's a card that represents victory. It's a card that represents new beginning. Oh, but Spirit says, show up as you are. Show up as you are. Be ready to leave behind at the door anything and everything you think you've known in order for you to embrace the fullness of who you are. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? The card is a beautiful card. It's a sun card, right? Then yet. Then yet. Then yet. Then yet. Then yet. In order to arrive at this awakening, in order to arrive to this sunrise, to this light, you have to embrace and you have to go through the darkness. You cannot pick and choose your healing. The healing is full, the healing is complete, but you can choose your healing. You want the blessings, but you can choose your healing. You got to go through the darkness to get to the light. You have to face your darkness in order to embrace your light. You have to accept your darkness, because without your darkness, you will never see your light. You want to expose your light, but have you accepted your darkness? Have you accepted that you're envious? Have you accepted that you're jealous? Have you accepted that you're needy? Have you accepted that you're greedy? Have you accepted that you have control issues? Have you accepted that you are unforgiving? Have you accepted that you are angry? Have you accepted the truth of your darkness? You can't heal what you do not accept. Once you accept the truth of who you are, you can then take the steps to correct it. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? You cannot be selective in your healing. It's either all or none. It's either all or none. You can't accept the light of your path and your journey and say you love while you're still hating your son's father. Because in order for you to hate your son's father, you hate the divine masculine. And if you hate the divine masculine, you hate your own son. Oh, come on now, somebody. But your lower level lobby, first floor understanding of life will attempt to justify your emotions and your feelings by saying, but he abused me, and he lied to me, and he cheated on me, and he left me. He didn't do anything you didn't see. You chose not to see it because you thought you can fix it. You thought you can change it. You thought you'd be different. Hello. Hello. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? What role did you play in it? I didn't deserve what happened to me. No one said that you deserved it, but what role did you play in it? Because the evidence was there since day one. You just chose to ignore it because you thought with you would be different. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Spirit ain't here to play tonight. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? You'll get to your victory. You will see the sunrise. through your window, representing victory. But you got to go through your darkness. You got to go through the darkness. You got to go through your darkness. You have 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 to go through your darkness. If we do not go through our darkness, guess what happens? Guess what happens if we don't go through our darkness? Blessings to you, my goddaughter, Santo. If we do not go through our darkness, guess what happens? If we don't go through our darkness will always be in control of our life. It will always be maneuvering our life. It will always have the last say in our life. It will always be sitting behind the wheel of our life. We will always surrender to its low vibrational, overpowering energy. But once you face the darkness, you tell the darkness what to do. You command the darkness. You tell it where it needs to go. You tell it, not the other way around. That's the only difference. That's why in Afro-Cuban practice of Espiritismo, spiritism, when a negative low vibrational spirit shows up, when a low vibrational entity shows up, if you are a seasoned spiritist, you know that you're supposed to grab the candle, the light. You know, I know many of you are not religious, but you grab the cross, which represents sacrifice, and you guide that entity into a process of repentance. You guide that low vibrational entity into a process of acceptance, because until it does not accept the harm it's come to cause, it'll never reach the light. It'll never reach the light. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Some of you are adamant in accepting your darkness. And because you will not accept your darkness and you hide it and you suppress it, you will never reach your light. But it's also a teaching that says that it's the darkness within us that guides us towards the light. So when you reject the darkness out of shame, out of guilt, out of fear, you're also indirectly rejecting the light within, which is why you can't access it. Oh, come on, somebody. Ay, Dios mío. En el nombre de Dios Todopoderoso. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? It is time for you to face your darkness. Don't be picky and choosy and do superficial stuff and ignore the deeper stuff. No. Take it all and put it in the bag. Take it all and put it in the bag. No matter how ugly it is, take it all and put it in the bag. And find yourself someone that you can really work through it with. Because you can't always do it alone. Especially when it's ancestral. Especially when it's been inherited. You have to face it. You have to face it. You have to face the fact that your mother chose a man over you. You have to face the darkness and the pain that because your mother ran behind a man because of her love issues, she exposed you to harm. And you were hurt along the way. And you ended up being unprotected. And that's how her boyfriend molested you. And that's how her boyfriend started having inappropriate behaviors with you. But you can never reach the light unless you go through the darkness. People see the sun card, say, oh, the sun card, happy, happy, happy. Everything is going to be good. Everything's going to be fine. Everything can only be good and everything can only be fine if you face the darkness. And you cannot be wishy-washy in how you face the darkness. You cannot be a selective healer. You cannot select and pick and choose the parts of you that you want to elevate and heal while you ignore the other parts of you that contribute to your lower level first floor lobby experience of life. Because as I said at the beginning of this life, if you go back to the teachings of Carolyn Miss, we are all in this building. And depending upon the floor we're in, our perception of life, our worldview changes. But in order for you to find yourself in the penthouse, you got to make sacrifices. Because it costs us a lot to live in the penthouse. Metaphorically, it's representative of the sacrifices that you need to make in order to be in the penthouse. Oh, baby, but you have this lobby, first floor, basement level of life. Which is why you still stay bickering and fighting and needing and control and manipulating. Because those of you that really claim to want love cannot even face it if you had it in front of you. You then get to know and understand that once you reach higher level understanding of life, once you find yourself in the penthouse of life, you will stop having lobby level needs. This is why people, when you're in a penthouse understanding of life, you don't care who betrays you because it's not personal. Oh, you ain't ready for this, baby. You don't care who betrays you because it's not personal, because it was never personal. It was never against you. The reason why you're hurt over what someone else did is because you're still on the first floor of your life. But when you learn to let go, you understand it's not personal. When you learn to let go, you understand it was never against you. It was against themselves. And the fact that you want to promote how much you loved and how much you gave them and how they did this to you, it's only because of your control issues. It's only because of your control issues. That is a different manifestation of control. I did this, and they did this, and I can't believe they did this, and I was so good, and I opened my heart, and they were my first love, or they were my first this, or they were my first that. Listen, it goes control. Because that's your way of making yourself feel significant. Come on now. This requires higher level understanding. This requires an understanding of universal laws. This is why, and I said this at the beginning of the live, and I don't want to repeat myself. You're going to have to watch this hot intro. But this is why. How you vibe with God is much different than how other people and us have a relationship with God. Because many of you have a human relationship with God. You want to know If you are still on the lobby, first, second, third, fourth floor of your building, or if you are in the penthouse, if you still hold to languages, ay, 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 en el nombre del Padre Celestial, if you still hold on to languages in your vernacular that says things like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't feel safe over there. Yeah, no, I don't feel safe here, and I don't like to go over there because I don't feel safe. Listen, and then you use your spirit, your incarnate spirit, your inner spirit, your soul to justify your fear or your lack of safety in certain places. Our incarnate spirit, newsflash, okay, I'm giving you this. These are things that I would normally teach in a class. I'm giving you this one. When you have an upper level understanding, an elevated understanding, an enlightened understanding of our role in life and the dynamic of inner spirit, incarnate spirit, and soul, you would then understand that your soul, what we call soul, can never ever experience fear. Your soul can never experience fear. That's mind blowing to a lot of people that are still living in the lower level, in the basement, in the lobby, in the first floor of their life. Your soul can never experience fear. My soul can never experience fear? But I'm confused now. What do you mean, my soul? Are you crazy? What the hell is spiritual Dr. Alfie telling? No, this doesn't make sense. No, I don't know how he's pulling this out of his ass. Your soul can never experience fear. If you're holding on to vocabulary that says, well, I don't feel safe here and I don't feel safe there, and I'm trying to protect my soul because I don't feel safe, your soul does not have an understanding of fear. Does anyone want to know why? Does anyone want to know why? We are in this so called Holy Week. I ain't here to play. Does anyone want to know why? Does anyone want to know why? Our soul does not have an understanding of fear because fear is a human experience. Human Fear is a human experience. We feel fear and we hold on to fear and we use it to justify feeling safe or unsafe in a particular location, environment, place, culture, dynamic, family unit, relationship. And this understanding of fear is experienced because what? We are afraid of anything that exposes us to something we feel could destroy us, can destroy our mind, can destroy our heart, can destroy us physically, even. The soul can never be destroyed. The soul can never be destroyed. Doesn't exist. The soul can never be destroyed. So, this understanding of protecting the soul, and my soul feels unsafe, the soul can never be unsafe because the soul knows it can never be destroyed. So, therefore, once you have an understanding that a soul can never be destroyed, it then lays all the responsibility on you to empower and enlighten your darkness so that it can reach the light. And you can never reach the light unless you face your darkness. So, my earth signs, my Tauruses, my Virgos, and my Capricorns, you have all it takes. You have all it takes. I believe that you are about to encounter a season of blessings, a season of maximum potential and growth, a season of exponential abilities. But it will only manifest if you face the darkness. Because if you don't face the darkness will always be in control. As long as the darkness is in control, you will always live in the first, second, and third floor of your universal building. And as long as you continue to live in that building, that's why you're having a human experience with God. That's why it's easy for you to get mad at God when things don't go your way, because you have humanized God. When you have a penthouse, upper level, elevated understanding of God, you would know that God ain't human. God does not feel. God is nothing more, nothing less than universal laws. And universal laws says we get what we put out. The energy that we put out in life is the energy that manifests in our life. Capiche? Understand? Do you get it? Hello? It's important. It's important. How about that for a conclusion of our tarot night? How that? How about that? This ain't for the weak of heart. This ain't for the meek-minded. This ain't for the lower level vibrational people. This ain't for the insecure motherfuckers. It is my deepest prayer that this message, that tonight's downloads, have contributed to breaking you free from your lower level understanding about your life. May it empower you so that you may empower others. But do me a favor, share this live. Share this live. Share this live. Share this live. Tag someone you love. Tag someone you know needs to hear this message. Tag someone that can benefit from this. Tag someone that deserves to be liberated. Tag someone that deserves to be free. Tag someone so that life can continue tagging you and ushering you into the fullness of your destiny. Stay tuned for many, many, many things coming up. Next month, in the month of May, is the month of mental health awareness. I will be offering in person and online classes in honor of mental health awareness. If you suffer from depression, anxiety, anger, insecurity, lovelessness, lack of self worth, trauma, stay tuned because you will benefit from the classes that Spirit has ushered me into guiding this upcoming month. Stay connected with me by way of IG. Don't depend solely on IG. Stay connected with me on YouTube or my newsletter or my text line. Let's work together. My calendar is still open for this Thursday for one-on-one personal sessions, readings. Click the link in my bio if you are on IG to schedule your personal session. If you are on YouTube, that information is in the description box. And let's get together. Let's support. Let's break free. If you're interested in this year's upcoming shadow work retreat, which will take place in the month of October, send me a DM or an email with your name, phone number, and email address so that I can send this to you first before I announce it publicly. And therefore, you will have an opportunity to reserve your spot because I'm only taking 10 to 13 people, nothing more. So this year is going to be a powerful shadow work retreat. So don't miss out on it. What a night. Please share this live. I love you. Many blessings to each and every one of you. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay informed, stay empowered, but stay free. Much love. Over and out. This was definitely not the Tarot Tuesday to miss. Watch the replay on my YouTube channel. Over and out, mi familia bella. Good night.